What's up, YouTube? It's Mark here from Next Level Tech and AndroidTV.tips, and today we got another news article for you, a new release, a new device. It came out, posted about it on Twitter, as well as our community tab here on YouTube. So if you're not following those places, you want to make sure that you go over and you follow the Twitter, as well as you are a part of the groups and you're subscribed to the channel. There's still about 60% of you guys that are not subscribed to the channel yet. If you're not going to subscribe, leave me a comment down below and let me know why you're not subscribed yet. You could influence the future content. So right now we have an article from AFTV News talking about the new Google Chromecast HD. So this is the 1080p version, and it was released at $29.99 USD. So you can see it's very, very similar looking to the 4K Chromecast that's on the market. And it is competing directly with the Fire TV Stick Lite and the Roku Express. Now, keep in mind, the Roku Express is the only device out of those three that is actually 720p and upscaled to HD, while the other two, the Chromecast HD as well as the Fire TV Stick Lite, are actually 1080p devices. Now, the other interesting thing is you can't really see it here, but it does come with the volume controls and the power button there on the actual remote, which means that it does have CEC functionality, which the other two devices do not have at this price point. So this is what you get for the same price versus what you don't get on the other devices, right? The new Chromecast HD looks exactly like the 4K version, but it does not come in the three colors. It only comes in white, which I think they call snow. It is capable of streaming 1080p at 60 frames per second and supports HDR10, HDR10 Plus, and HLG. Lack of Dolby Vision support isn't surprising at this price point, but the new Chromecast does support AV1 video decoding, which is heavily being pushed by Google over H.265, which is becoming the new standard for codecs. Thanks to its lack of licensing fees for video providers and device manufacturers for audio support, the Chromecast HD supports Dolby Digital, Dolby Digital Plus, and Dolby Digital Atmos via HDMI pass-through. It's unclear if it's capable of decoding any of those formats locally on the drive, but I think there could be a good chance. Who knows though, because under the hood we got the S805X2, which is a very low-end CPU. It's got 4 Cortex A35 cores, and I believe it's running at a 1.2 gigahertz clock speed, but I could be wrong. No one's really released much information on it, but when I pull up this CPU online, that's what it tells me. The Mali G31 MP2 GPU, that's less powerful than the M-Logic S905X3 CPU in the 4K Chromecast, which is concerning because the 4K model already has starting to struggle a bit with the Google TV's interface. Now, I would have preferred them go with the S905Y chipset, but that could have increased their price point, and that's probably why they didn't do it. The HD model has 1.5 gigs of RAM compared to the 2 gigs of RAM in the 4K version. The same 8 gigs of internal storage. Connectivity includes 802.11 Wi-Fi 5, so there's no Wi-Fi 6 capabilities. Interesting, but I believe that's also because of the chips that they chose as well. I don't think it would have been compatible. Could be wrong though. And Bluetooth 5.2. The device is running Android 12 out of the gate, which Google says will be coming to the 4K Chromecast as well. So, it's going to be interesting to see how it actually performs in the wild, right? The 4K Fire Stick Lite, when it was released, they downgraded the RAM, and we were all very skeptical. This device is coming with the 1.5 gigs of RAM, but the CPU is the skeptical part here. However, the operating system that Google is releasing is less reliant on hardware, but we don't know what that looks like until real-world results kick in. Now, when we're comparing just hardware specs to hardware specs between the 4K device and the HD device, I would say just spec-wise, there's probably about a 40% decrease in performance. Now, when we look at usual launches of device, when they say that a device is 40% faster, 50% faster, usually translate to somewhere about a 10% feel. Now, it's going to be difficult to really gauge that because we are going from a 4K Chromecast to an HD Chromecast. So does that 40% decrease in performance from the specs translate to less of a decrease in speed because we're transitioning to an HD device and not a 4K device, right? I would probably say that we are going to see a significant 10 to 15% decrease in speeds from the 4K Chromecast to this device. But at the end of the day, when people are buying a $30 device, they're not buying it because they want the top of the line device on the market. They just want access to the basic streaming device and services, such as maybe their Netflix, their YouTube, and their Disney Plus, right? They're not people that are going to be loading this up and trying to do all kinds of next level stuff to it. They really just want a basic device to do basic things. So this could be a good ideal place to start, depending on its functionality and the addition of CEC functions. This could be a good device that does a lot of sales, maybe very well outside of North America, right? So we'll have to see how it does, but I do think that there's a huge market, especially outside of North America, for devices like this, especially having the CEC functionality. People like the idea of only using one remote with their TV viewing experience, right? It can get a little bit confusing, especially for the older generation, to have to juggle multiple remotes. And buying a device at this price point that allows you to only use one remote with your TV viewing experience could be in Google's benefit. So let me know what you guys think. I will put a poll in the description down below asking you guys, are you guys buying it? Would you be buying it for a secondary TV? And if you do have it, what is your experience with it? Like, do you like it? Is it slow? Is it laggy? Or does it do the job just fine? Before we get going, guys, just want to remind you guys that we are doing consistent updates to Android TV.tips. There is a couple more things down the pipeline that we've posted in our members only group in the Telegram group. If you are a member of the YouTube channel, then you can go over to the community tab here on YouTube and click on the invitation link for the members only YouTube Telegram group. It's not mandatory to join the membership program here on YouTube, but it is a way to support what we do here on Next Level Tech and Android TV.tips. If you're looking to support us in any other ways, there is a tip button down below besides the clip button if you'd like to donate directly through YouTube, or there's PayPal links as well as cryptocurrency addresses in the description down below. We also have a bunch of affiliated links in the description of service and products that we use that may be of interest to you as well. And it does help support the channel if you click those links as well. Again, guys, thank you again for all the support that you guys have been giving me for all the videos that we've been pumping out here on Next Level Tech and Android TV.tips. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Hey everybody, just before we get going, I wanted to say a huge thank you, much love and appreciation to everyone who supports what I do over here on Next Level Tech. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button and share these videos with a family member and friend.